It's Bricky time, it's Bricky time, it's Bricky time, it's Bricky time. You know what time it is. It's time for more Warhammer. Yeah, we're on part 2 of checking out what is Warhammer 40k, a timeline of 40k lore. And honestly, the first half of this video was already goated. It was so fun, and I'm ready to get into the next part. But hey, before we get started, you know what to do, baby. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm, quads, and to feed me souls. Those filled with... I mean, I am an elf, so you mean, like, you know, I got Eldar vibes. For real. Yeah? Let me rip your limbs off and sew them together. Anyways, join us live over on Twitch. I stream every single day, and I kind of just do whatever I feel like. Right now, we're doing a Warhammer deep dive here on the YouTube channel, so, you know, do what it do, baby. And stick around. I'm also doing a SCP deep dive for October. I think I'm going to start doing a little bit of a creepypasta deep dive. I think we might be doing soon. I'm not too sure, but just stick around the channel. We got a lot of content. I upload daily. Let's get it.
Trying to attract demons, who then force their way through the Psyker as a conduit of sorts and begin to slaughter the population of your planet. The Age of Strife was a catastrophic period of time for humanity and set back their progress tenfold over the not one, not two, but 5,000 year period. During this time, the age of humanity that we know began to form. Worlds equipped with large mechs for agriculture began to equip them with weapons to defend from alien and demonic
But I just made it to go to get my damn corns.
This became a custom and tradition, dubbing them as night worlds, a feudal society.
But what if our knights can also harvest some corn? What? You want to take my wheat field towing knight and turn it into some sort of war machine? Oh, hell no.
Of honor-bound knights in gigantic robots that uphold the chivalric code to defend their worlds and honor. A group of individuals on Mars, after radioactively bombing their planet to become inhospitable to human life, ran their entire lives underground on the few life support systems.
Mole people.
Those technicians who could work on the machines and keep them operational were revered, and over 5,000 years went from skilled members of society to full-blown priests. The cult mechanicus, or tech priests of Mars, formed in the ashes of the Red Planet with a religious fervor and doctrine on the cult of the machine god. And on Earth, or Terra, techno-barbarian tribes waged war across the planet in a Mad Max style of blood and gore, until finally, a mysterious man who lived in the shadows of Terra for millennia finally revealed himself to the populace. His name was the Emperor. He deemed himself the
OG Emperor lore and timeline. Oh, it's so fucking hype. Is anyone else so freaking giddy? I'm so giddy. Okay. It's happening.
Emperor of mankind. Where did he come from? I don't know. Why is he 10 feet tall and the most powerful psyker of all of mankind?
Because daddy. You're welcome.
I don't know. Why is he basically immortal? I don't know. Where'd Cotton Eye Joe go? Who knows? But he's here, and he isn't happy with all of you ripping up Terra. So he began the Unification Wars, where he and a very early version of the famous Space Marines, the Thunder Warriors, reunited Terra under a single banner. With blood. Then, after taking over Earth, he reunited the Thunder Warriors into the fucking dirt. This is where we get the Imperium of Man, also known as the Imperium. The new faction.
Man, wherever I left off in the last video was perfect timing for us to hit the Imperium. I'm gonna just say it because now this video is the Imperium. That's kind of goated. I'm gonna just say it. Nice pause. Nice. Good stuff for part 1, part 2.
Headed by the Emperor of Mankind, with a treaty signed with the cult mechanicus on Mars to spread out and reunite humanity after the catastrophic Age of Strife. But first, the Emperor is going to need some smaller versions of himself. 20 of them, 18 of them, I meant. Gene-crafted sons of the strongest human to ever live.
Dude, it's really fucked up. I was gonna say 19 to like be a little smartass, and then I was wrong. I was like, oh, 19 of them. And I was like, oh, he said 20, then 18, and my bad. I just Nope.
All of them possess unparalleled strategic power, intelligence, formidable strength and size. A real powerful force to unite humanity and stop.
Actually, you're right with 19. You know what? Even if I am wrong, I like when people tell me I'm right, so thank you. One of the primarchs are a pair of twins. Oh.
The chaos of the current galaxy. Speaking of chaos, you ever seen that image of that guy? It's like throwing the baby like a basketball.
I've never seen this image. Who? Why do you just have that casually in your repertoire of memes and knowledge? No, I don't know. I did not know this image until you showed it to me, Bricky. We good, homie?
About what happened. The Chaos Gods intervened and grabbed the 18 Primarch gestation pods and yeeted them across the galaxy at a whim, everywhere they could possibly go. A galactic game of keep away. So the Emperor had to get them back. So begins the Great Crusade.
Oh, that sounds badass.
Across the stars to reunite not just
They are not using Smash Brothers Melee music. That's crazy. That's even crazier. Choose your character.
But
yes, it is a character select music. I just got it. Yeah. I said it. I said the thing before I act. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just pat myself on the back. Excuse me. Good shit, bitch. All right. Yeah, there's music in the background of Bricky talking. Yeah, it's really quiet. The music he's playing. I'll turn it up for a second so you can hear it.
His fallen sons, the first to be found.
So like, it's just like it plays for like a little bit, but like it's there.
A crusade across the stars to reunite not just humanity.
Like it's just really quiet in the background. That's all. I just like to set a little atmosphere, you know.
But the Emperor with his fallen sons. The first to be found was Horus. One of the strongest and most noble sons. The Emperor carried with him a legion of newly crafted warriors with genetic material made from their Primarch father. These are the newly made Space Marines. For Horus, his were the Luna Wolves. And as the Emperor continued on his great crusade, he found more and more of his sons, reuniting them with their individual Space Marine legions. Leman Russ, the cunning hunter with the Space Wolves. Rogel Dorn.
Okay, well, I knew who Horus was. I didn't know about these two.
Phalanx with the Imperial Fists. Angron, the Barbarian, the very angry with his World Eaters. Fulgrim,
World
the
Eaters?
perfect with his Emperor's children. And
okay, we knew Fulgrim though. That fabulous ass bitch.
Jagatai Khan.
Didn't know this one.
Swift,
No idea who this one is.
The Stoic and his white scars. Those were just some of the 18.
I think I knew about the white scars though. Maybe I heard the name in passing. I think I have heard of the white scars though from one of his previous videos. Anyway, sorry.
Lost Primarch sons were returned to him, and their Space Marine legions returned to them. The Great Crusade saw humanity once again reconquer the stars, returning worlds of humanity back to the Imperium and killing any and all who stood against their noble crusade. But in the years of the 31st millennia, treachery would break this all apart. We don't know what we did. Horus, the Emperor's most beloved and favored sons, named War Master for the Crusade, succumbed to the power of chaos and daddy issues. All because...
Honestly, don't we all succumb to daddy issues for real? Don't we though? Isn't that just everybody?
Because of that bastard Erebus. Yo, fuck Erebus. Slowly, Horus would become
he said that with his whole chest.
turning the Emperor's sons against him.
Horus ends up looking so fucking cool though, so I'm down.
This begins the most pivotal moment in our story, and the one that has like 50 books written about it, the Horus heresy. 9 of the 18 Primarchs turned against the Emperor, and the
watching that
years
animation
were
was
a
sick.
bloody battle for the throne of Terra. The Emperor originally was working on a special webway project, just like the Eldar, to make faster-than-light travel significantly easier and safer. Really improve humanity to allow them to conquer the stars without the risk of the warp.
Yep,
well,
that
this
makes sense.
big red idiot named Magnus kind of blew a hole into that. Literally and figuratively. So Biggie over
Magnus, you piece of shit! Magnus!
there is stuck on a gigantic golden throne, holding back the oncoming rush of demons and powering the Astronomicon. Basically a big North Star for people who are sailing in the warp to help them navigate. The Horus heresy saw many loyalist and traitor legions pitted against
Okay, chat started instantly going, Magnus did nothing wrong. Magnus did everything wrong. Oh my god. He deserves some sympathy. Listen, anybody who got a shit daddy and got daddy issues, you deserve some sympathy. But you've also gonna fuck over everybody by blowing a hole in that shit. Can we be honest? I don't think your temper tantrum is that it's not that solidified and the self of righteousness. Magnus was trying to warn his father. I feel like words can help more than blowing holes, but it is 40k, so I mean, it is what it is. Takes the gold on shit fathers? Are we able to, is there, videos to learn more about the Emperor himself? Because that's something that really intrigues me. Is, the Emperor and his relation to, his... Do we call them sons? I mean, primarchs in general, I guess would be, more what I'm interested in, too. Absolutely. Oh, fuck yeah. I'd be super down to, get into that. Because, that's probably one of the parts that's, the most interesting to me, besides, the Eldar and, I don't know, there's a lot of factions I care a lot about when it comes to interest, but I think that's the pinnacle part of the story that really kind of sold me.
Each other in a bloody war until it reached Terra itself. Horus, unable to break through the lines and with time running out, made a gambit and opened his ship up to be boarded. The Emperor took this challenge, quickly allowing someone else to take control of the throne as he teleported his way onto Horus's flagship, the Vengeful Spirit. The Emperor, unable to truly kill his most beloved son, changed his mind right quick when Horus strangled the life out of his other son, Sanguinius.
Oh no!
Sanguinius took a massive L, bro. Sanguinius, no! You were such a fabulous bitch. That shit ain't fair. He's like, I loved you, son. You got creepy ass eyeballs and a wackety ass head, and your fit kind of crazy, and your whole ship's name is kind of crazy. But I still love you, bitch. And he's like, yeah, but I ain't love you. Kills the other son. What you gonna do now, pops? I should really make Warhammer explanations like a thug. Warhammer explained by a hood rat. That's me for real. I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
You've seen this image at some point. The Emperor then said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and proceeded to psychically blast Horus into complete oblivion, killing not only his body, but also his soul.
They're playing Tekken music now. What? They're playing Tekken music in the background now. That's crazy. Wow. All right. Damn, Bricky, that threw me off a lot. Sorry, going back.
Blast Horus into complete oblivion, killing not only his body, but also his soul. Horribly wounded from this
Your body and soul shall not prevail.
Duel, the Emperor is returned to the Golden Throne in order to keep the demons at bay and power the Astronomicon.
I want to start it one more time for the one time, though, because I did get distracted, because I got too deep in the sauce. So I'm going to go back one more time. I know I'm repeating it over and over again, but my brain gets distracted and I actually care about the content, so thank you.
Horribly wounded proceeded to psychically blast Horus into complete oblivion, killing not only his body, but also his soul.
Okay.
Horribly wounded from this duel, the Emperor is returned to the Golden Throne in order to keep the demons at bay.
Lenny in chat goes, Horus is the most dead person in 40k. I mean, shit. If we can't get a homie soul, coming back and reincarnated and tainted in the fucking warp to be some shit, then yeah, he fucking gone. His soul gone. He ain't even re-entered and... Alright, fair.
Power the
Astronomicon,
because without it, humanity would be flying blind. There he sits, slowly dying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, his soul isn't even in the warp. He got fully obliterated. That's crazy, right? Because at least if his soul went to the warp after he died, it'd be like, oh, cool. Then he can kind of reincarnate, come back as some other shit, become a soldier to somebody else or something. Be really fucked up new storyline for him. No. They said body, soul, spirit, and yo bitch ass motherfucker out. You're gone. Deleted. Okay, well, okay, fine, all right.
And the strain of powering the Golden Throne. The only thing keeping him alive is feeding upon the souls of 1,000 psychers every single day. This was 10,000 years ago. We are now in the 41st millennium, modern day. Warhammer 40,000.
So he a deadbeat dad, kind of shitty, always doing this fucked up nonsense behind closed doors with all the primarchs. And he eating 1,000 homies. I don't really think it's that bad. As a follower of Slaanesh, it is what it is. He didn't do it, they feed it to him. Well, they feed it to him because they need him to control the warp so they can have more efficient travel. So, like, yeah. I mean, they benefit from feeding him those 1,000 souls, right?
The Emperor remains on his throne. The Imperium is a rotting carcass of an empire, a fascist, xenophobic cult that worships the Emperor as a deity despite him never wanting to be seen as a god.
Yeah, Bricky taught me that before. That's cool.
1 million worlds, the ecclesiarchy, the church of the Emperor, is spread throughout. Inquisitors with
Emperor's like, yeah, I want to be seen that way. And they're like, too bad, bitch. We're making a religion. We're sucking your dick for it, all right? Here's your 1,000 souls and our goddamn virginity. Like, oh, okay, damn, homie. I didn't want that. I just wanted to make it easier for humanity to be more connected. What the hello? Hello? I wanted us to have huh? That was my original goal, was to get more efficient travel. What? And now now he needs 4,000 psychers? What happened? We went from 1,000. Why he need more now? Oh, God.
Unparalleled power root out any sign of heresy or lack of devotion to their god emperor. The other half of the traitor legions move about as chaos space marines, raiding and pillaging the Imperium, while the loyalist half does their best to keep the empire alive. All throughout this, they must endure orc
honestly kind of sick to have infighting. Dude, I love infighting in any war. I don't like when everyone's always just aligned together to fight the enemy. Nah, get infighting. Get some drama. That's what I like about this. Everybody got drama in their shit except for the orcs. The orcs are just dumb. Orcs are just orking, baby. Me go fight. Me go boom boom. Me imagine. And even if there's orc infighting, they just want to fight, homie. That's it. Like, they just fighting. Which is kind of sick.
Invasions, Eldar trickery, the reawakening of the Necron race, and the Great Devourer, the newest tyrannid threat from the darkness between galaxies.
Well, sorry. Orcs do be infighting because they would just randomly fight each other because that's how orcs are. But do you get my point by, like, motivations? Like, that's what I'm talking about. When you have, like, motivations, internal conflicts between sides. Like, if we, like, take a look at, like, the infighting within, like, just humanity itself, like, that's them having full-on waged wars with each other, even though technically, faction-wise, we should not be fighting like that. We should be uniting. But when it comes to orcs, you know, they're just fighting. So it's like a different notion between infighting that I'm talking about versus, like, people just actually scrapping versus, like, the motives and narrative behind why you're scrapping, right?
That has arrived to feast on their worlds. The theme of Warhammer 40,000 is regression and intolerance. Every major faction in Warhammer has had an empire that spanned the galaxy only to be crushed back to a hollow shell of what they once were due to their own failings. Culture, the arts, personal freedom, religious tolerance, the simple possibility that alien life might not want to kill us is considered heretical and is often met with a pistol to the head. There is no time
Heresy.
for these things. All there is time for is worship of the God Emperor and a million wars to be fought.
I kind of love that notion, though, because in reality, like, extremism is born through generational, like, fabrication, right? Like, the more things are wrought and described to us through word of mouth and through, like, golden guns prevail, the more the culture will be shaped for us. To the point where whatever was the reality prior is now skewed based on perceptions of those before us. And then it carries on to perpetuate more hatred and to perpetuate more extremism. Which is just I mean, it's just sick the way they do it.
To be a
It makes
human in the
sense.
41st millennia is 99% of the time to live a horrible existence. To be one of trillions of other humans across 1,000,000 worlds throughout the galaxy. A galaxy where AI is outlawed, so humans are—
Sorry, just to continue that conversation a little bit. It's like one of those concepts where intellect does not equate understanding of reality. Sometimes being a certain level of having a certain level of intellect can actually make you have a more altered or skewed reality, which happens to a lot of these people too. And like when we really think about it, right? So like, I don't know. Seems like a pretty big dub overall writing wise. I like it because I feel like that's like one of the things where it's like education and understanding would cause it so that they would be like able to see beyond like what their small scopes are. But it's like. Would you though, if you feel like you are go to with the sauce of knowledge? And what if that knowledge that you go to with the sauce is actually skewed information? Ooh, perception of reality. Okay.
Are repurposed.
Let's go back a little bit.
Trillions of other humans across 1,000,000 worlds throughout the galaxy. A galaxy where AI is outlawed, so humans are repurposed and lobotomized to become slaves. A place where lack of devotion is met with death. And if you even have devotion, there's a good chance the threats to the galaxy, chaos, and aliens will kill you anyway. Warhammer is a world where you revel in being bad.
Revel in being bad. Slanesh. Slanesh. Hear my call. Honestly, if she had just had me torturing motherfuckers, I'd be down. Like in a fantasy world, not IRL, just making it clear. In a fantasy world, if I was just the person torturing people, kind of lit. Fuck them. And then over time, I start torturing myself because I can't feel enough from just torturing her. You feel me? It doesn't gotta be horny. I don't even need the sexual stuff, but cool if it's there. But even if not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of sick. In the fantasy world of Warhammer, that is, okay? In real life, I'm way too empathetic and way too soft of a heart. But if I was gonna be in a video game, I want to full send the polar opposite. You know what I mean? That's what I love about fantasy. When you just full send on shit that would just not be even close to what you actually experience. And like your data, because like me, I cry over like anime because I like get connected to characters. But like in a world where it's complete fantasy, let me just be the sickest motherfucker in the room, you know?
There are protagonists, there are antagonists, but every faction is some shade of evil. Because playing the bad guys is always more fun. And my friend, you have a selection. So pick up that las gun soldier. You and the other 3 million men and women in this single deployment on this single world in this single battle will now show them the might of the God Emperor. That weapon in your hands has killed 99% of the alien populations
and a bitch ain't one. I'm sorry.
This galaxy. Unfortunately for you, soldier, you're fighting the final 1%. May the Emperor be with us. Glory to the first man to die, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Oh, Bricky killed it on this video. You know Bricky knows he was cooking in the final monologue. You know he was cooking. You know he cooking. He was cooking. You can tell by the way he smiled too. He knew he was cooking. I'm so proud of him. He did a great video. This is such a good video. My man's was cooking. Oh, Bricky's so great, dude. Holy shit. And the prominence in his speech at the end too. Beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. I hope I have helped teach you about Warhammer.
You did
If
teach
you are
me.
a brand new person and you want to get a bit more about the world,
Yeah.
there are multiple books that do a great job at showing off how the entire universe operates. For the most part, Warhammer is a setting, and often stories are told in that setting with a Warhammer coat of paint. Gaunt's Ghosts is Band of Brothers, but Warhammer. It's honestly one of my #1 recommendations for new people. Assassinorum Kingmaker is an assassin novel involving those night worlds. This is Mission Impossible, but Warhammer. Bloodlines is Blade Runner, but Warhammer.
Oh my god, I want to read that one.
And the list goes on and on.
Wait, hold on. How much is that? Hold on. I'll check after the video's over. Sorry.
If I had to recommend a brand new novel for a first-time Warhammer enjoyer, these are the 4 I would recommend. Horus Rising, Caiaphas Cain, First and Only Gaunt's Ghost, and Infinite and the Divine. They are all fantastic novels, and they will get you acquainted with the world without...
Oh, what's Infinite and the Divine? Oh! Horus Rising! Oh, the Horus Heresy. Wait, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. Let's do that one. Horse Rising is really good. All right, I'll buy that one. Fuck it.
To know too
I'll read.
much. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Get yourself a Gamer Subs flavor. Enjoy the new sweet.
Oh my god, he reminded me. I need to go talk to my rep so I can go get that flavor and try it.
And you want, you know, just a little lord, you can find him in the description as well on my merchandise store, orchid8.com. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go check out his merch store actually once this video's over. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Audiobook time. Oh, you want me to read it to you guys? You want me to do like Warhammer reading streams? Is that a thing? Is that a thing we want? Has anyone done that before? Like, just full-on Warhammer reading streams? Alright, fuck it. I mean, if we're down, I'm down. My only thing about doing that is, like... Oh, I just hope it doesn't kill my viewership, man. This is my full-time job. Anyway, sorry, I got mad distracted. I was planning on just reading it on my own, but, you know, I will do the voices too. You guys know me. I commit super hard to stuff. All right, thanks for watching, YouTube. We'll catch you in the next one. I fucking love this. This is so fun to me, and I'm so excited to check out more in our Warhammer deep dive. I want to check out more 40k stuff. In particular, though, I want to check out more about the Emperor and the Primarchs. Is I think the thing I'm super interested in diving on next. I know people are recommending me the Space Marines video for the Legion. I might check that out next too. We'll see, kind of see how it goes based on what I'm like super piqued in interest about. But for all of you guys watching, thanks for your love and support always. My Slanesh model, I am now in queue for the person to start making it, which means they'll probably start making it in either February or March for that model. So they'll start the development of it, which if you guys don't know about that, it'll be a 4-armed model that we're trying to have tracking for all the arms. So that way I can be like fully Slanesh vibes and it'll be really cool. And if it doesn't work, then I might be just getting power armor or something cool like that. Anyways, thank you so much for your love and support always. I'll catch you later, and don't forget the subscribe button and check out the original video. Bye!